This week, on days of our Pirates, following a blown lead against the Giants yesterday, the Pirates look to fight back and take the third game of the series, and Mitch Keller is at the mound today, and he has been improving in his last two performances. I will say he's been stellar, and I really like the improvements that I've seen him make at the mound. As you see here, it's going to result in a hit for the Giants to start the game, and as the time that this was recorded, this game was on Father's Day, so happy Father's Day, even though it was yesterday at the time I'm recording this video. But regardless, the Giants are within striking distance to score a run to start off this game, and it looks like they're going to, as that's going to be a single. It's going to definitely drive in one run. Can it drive in two? Yes, it can, and the Giants are going to go up 2-0. So not the greatest start for the Pirates so far, but if Mitch Keller can only give up one more run or no runs, and I would still say it's a pretty solid performance for him overall. But we're going to have to see what happens and if he can get him out of this inning without further damage. And he can, as he strikes him out. So the Giants take the early 2-0 lead as we go into the bottom of the first inning here. And at the mound for the Giants, we have Cobb, and Hayes is at bat, and he strikes out looking with the 95-mile-per-hour ball. So the Giants right now, they're in contention with the Padres and the Dodgers for first place in the National League West Division. The Pirates are just trying to stay in third place and maintain their dominance, not dominance, but maintain their ground that they have on the Cubs, who they will play tomorrow, which is today, and the Reds, and just make sure that they can stay in third place. And who knows, maybe if they keep climbing up, they can get closer and closer to second. As here we go, and that is going to be a double play. So what an excellent play that Wins ended up hitting in favor of the Pirates. As you see here, he gets it to Hoy Park, and Park gets it to Chavez as we go to the bottom of the second. But the thing is, too, about this Pirates team is that it sucks that they went on for a losing streak for so long, as there's an error right there, but it's still going to be a single for Chavez. But it sucks that they went on that losing streak for so long, but it makes their record look worse than what they actually are. Aside from that stretch from play, the Pirates have been a decent baseball team this year, and I want to see them return to that. We've seen their peak sweeping the Dodgers, winning 2 out of 3 against the Dodgers, continuing that against the Diamondbacks. We want to see more of that. I'm not saying you have to go out there and sweep teams, but I know that we can go out there and win enough to be a decent team, and I just want to at least see that start to happen again as Keller gets out of the inning without giving up a run. As we go to the bottom of the third, Michael Perez up at bat, and he is struck out. Nice play by Cobb. It's a second strikeout of the day. And here's Hoy Park up to bat, batting .227, as this one is high up in the air, and it looks like this one's going to be gone. And it is. Hoy Park cuts the deficit in half, but the Giants still have a 2-1 lead. But Hoy Park is giving the Pirates some momentum. That's the thing, too, is that it's great to hit home runs, but it seems like for the Pirates, most of their run production have come off of solo home runs, and that's something that I would like to see change, because I love home runs, but at least get people on base and, try to score some doubles and triples and singles and all that stuff. That's cool too, Pittsburgh. I just want to let you know. As Keller strikes him out to get out of the inning. So aside from the first inning, Mitch Keller has pitched very well. As we're going to the bottom of the fourth, Sawinski's up, and this one's hit high, and this one is going to be gone. Jack Sawinski, there's no doubt about it. He is a power hitter, and he's definitely a home run hitter. The National League leader in rookie home runs is going to add to his margin and add to his resume. As the kids are happy, he's going to give that ball to his dad, probably going to end up sharing that ball, because we all know that they both love baseball, and one of them's probably not going to want to give it up, as Mitch Keller ends up striking him out. I can't say enough about how this kid has pitched overall within his past 3 or 4 outings, as this one, it's going to get past Sawinski, and that's definitely going to do some damage. Gonzalez is going for the triple, and is he going to get there? And he definitely is. So that's a triple for Gonzalez, and that is exactly what the Giants needed with 2 outs, maybe with definitely a chance to get a run, assuming that nothing bad happens here in their favor. As this one, it's going to go right to Chavez and into Keller, and the Pirates escape without getting up a run. So it's still a tied ball game as we go to the bottom of the 6th. Sawinski up again. He's 1 for 1 with a solo home run, and you can make that one too, as it looks like this one's going to be gone, and it is. Jack Sawinski, 2 at-bats, 2 solo home runs, and aside from Hoy Park, he honestly did this a lot in our losing streak as well. He almost single-handedly is carrying this team in offensive production, which is something that you like to see from Jack Sawinski, but from an overall team standpoint, you want to see more being done. As he's hit by the pitch, Cam View is into pitch now, recently called up. And View, it's going to hit into potentially a double play as Hoy Park, he is hit and he falls. That's definitely some sort of interference. Are they going to give him the double play? They're only going to account for 1 out right now, but they are going to end up giving them the double play, which is good. Because right there, I mean, that was clearly some sort of interference. Park wasn't even able to throw the baseball. He was within the lane. Cam View definitely saying, what is that? But we're going to get the double play, and as we should. And he strikes him out. So View is able to get out of a very scary inning without giving up a run. Very nice way to respond to some flukes at the beginning. As we go to the top of the 9th, David Bednar's pitching. Can the Pirates get out of this? And this one's hit high by Estrada, a man that Giants fans are excited about. And of course, the Pirates can't make it easy, as this is a tied game. The Pirates, no matter what happens for the rest of the top of the 9th inning, are going to have to go out there and bat at the bottom of the 9th, something that they were obviously preferring to avoid to do so they could just get this win. But bottom of the 9th, Sawinski's up. He's 2 for 2, 2 solo home runs. Can he do it again? Oh my goodness, it looks like he's going to do it again. Jack Sawinski, he does it again. He walks it off. 3 hits, 3 solo home runs. He's the only rookie in Pirates history to do this since Andrew McCutchen, and he's the only player in history to have 3 solo home runs and have his final one be a walk-off as a rookie. And there are things to be excited for in Pittsburgh. Everyone got a Father's Day cap today, and they are putting it on the ground just like hockey, because he has a hat trick. The Pirates win it 4-3, but there's an announcement from the Pirates social media. This may be the best 5 minutes I've ever had as a Pirates fan, and you'll see my reaction right here. 6'7" shortstop, who could also be an outfielder if he needs to be, has been called up by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Our top prospect, O'Neal Cruz, we saw him for the final 2 games of last season. His first game was 2 for 5, and then he got a solo home run, the last run scored by the Pirates last season. And although I do feel like he was manipulated, because I do think he definitely had the talent and should have been playing when the season started, the Pirates, they know how good he is, and they were looking to, unless if he doesn't place top 3 in the Rookie of the Year voting, they were looking to have it so this year does not count as O'Neal Cruz's contract, but also ensure that we can use him as much as possible while doing so. And I'm sure 5 years from now, 6 years from now, we'll be happy that the Pirates did this. But will he get upset? Will he be manipulated like Garrett Cole was and want to leave because of how he was treated by the organization? That is something that I am scared about. Will O'Neal Cruz remember this, and does he hold a grudge against the Pirates on it when it's time to sign his contract and we offer him a lot of money, which we should, and if we don't, then this organization is going to end up going nowhere when they certainly should be somewhere within the next 3 years. But O'Neal Cruz, the man, Captain Cruz, has been called up, and a new savior has been introduced to this series. And may I say, like, obviously players like Jack Sawinski, Leo Peguero, and even Travis Swaggerty when he comes up again, and hopefully we manage him better this time. Players like that, they are all so exciting, and they're already contributing a lot, especially Jack Sawinski. But I have to say that this move right here, to me, symbolizes a new beginning. It symbolizes truly what will be the turnaround of this organization and how this team is going to have something very exciting for the future. You guys are going to love how this roster looks going into next season. By the time this season ends, you're going to like our roster. You're going to like how it looks now and how it's going into next season. And the roster is going to start to make a little bit more sense right? No more U Chains or Hoy Parks. No offense to them, they're MLB players, but the Pirates have better talent than them. The roster's going to start to make more sense. And O'Neal Cruz, in my opinion, I think that when it's all said and done, I know he's only played 2 games. I really think that this kid has the talent to be remembered in Pittsburgh and glorified like an Andrew McCutchen. I really think he has that talent. Will he be able to utilize it? I think he will, unless if we mismanage him, and I'm very scared. I like the way this Pirates team has been re-signing players, but I'm scared that our organization is going to get in the way of some of these players' development. Just let them develop. Don't do anything too fancy. Help them develop, but don't do anything too fancy. Allow them the natural process that they need to develop in the Major League system. But O'Neal Cruz, in my opinion, today at 7:05 p.m. against the Chicago Cubs, that game will mark the day that this Pirates team, 3 years from now, will look back at that game and say, they started to improve then, but this game is truly the start of the turnaround that is going to take probably 2 or 3 years to get back to the playoffs. And I really, really think we can get back. And when we get back, I think after a year or 2 of being in the playoffs, we're going to have expectations to go out there and win a World Series if we manage this correctly. And I really hope we do. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I think if we manage it correctly, it will. But what has happened within the past 5 minutes of the Jack Suwinski walk-off solo home run to make it 3 home runs in a game for Suwinski, and O'Neal Cruz, the announcement of him being called up immediately, is probably the most exciting 5 minutes I've had as a Pirates fan, possibly ever, definitely within the last 5 years. And I'm very, very excited to see what he can do. And when you think of it from this standpoint, about half of our everyday starters that are going to be on our team whenever we should be a perennial postseason contender, hopefully World Series contender, about half of those players are here. Ke'Bryan Hayes, Brian Reynolds, O'Neal Cruz, Jack Suwinski, and maybe even one more, hopefully, is here right now. The rest of them are going to come up. And that's very exciting to me, because what we're seeing right now is I don't want to necessarily compare the two directly, but it has a resemblance of when players like McCutchen, Marte, Josh Harrison, Jordy Mercer, Francisco Cervelli, when they all came up to the team, and then they would start every day, and look at what they did, right? They didn't go out there and win the World Series. It was a little bit disappointing how it ended. But they gave this city and this team hope in terms of baseball. And that's something that I think is beginning to happen right now. And man, am I excited. And so are the days of our Pirates.